Hey kittens, it's Megan, and today's video is my April plan with me. I have a bucket of tools here, and I'll list them all down below. And I decided to pick up some oldies but goodies to complete my setup this month. Something new this month that I'm trying is a quick review of my favorite pages so far in my journal. Starting off, we have my reading log, which I kind of need to step my game up on. I've read a total of 8 books so far this year, and I hope to read a lot more before the year is out. Next up is a quick review of March, which contains my second and third favorite pages. I absolutely love my writing log, although I have struggled a bit with it this month, but it's the song of the day that I keep flipping to. I liked it so much that I decided to use it again in my April setup, and you guys will see that a little bit later. April is my birthday month, so I wanted to pick a theme that was positive and uplifting. I started off with a quote that I'd heard somewhere, and I don't remember where, but it really just stuck with me. The quote I used is, "We are the silver lining," which really just makes me stop and think about how I impact others, as well as the things I can do to uplift myself. I started out by writing the quote with my black 02 Micron and picked up the soft tip Tombow fudenosuke brush pen. I hope I didn't butcher that pronunciation. If I'm wrong, please tell me. And then I used it to thicken up the lines and fill in the words silver lining. On the next page, we have my April cover. Again, I picked up that Micron and added a bunch of cloud doodles. Thank you for the tutorial, Amanda. I'm going to link your video up above. This is Amanda Rach Lee. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. I filled in the words with my black Tombow. And then I asked you guys over on Instagram to vote on my accent color, and almost all of you guys chose this blue Crayola Supertip marker. Supertips are incredibly affordable, and I highly recommend them. I picked up a 50-pack recently for $6 at Target, and seriously, the payoff is amazing on these things. To finish off my cover page, I used my silver Uniball pen to add the silver lining to my clouds. The next page is my monthly calendar. I wanted this page to be as open as airy as possible, so after I added in the details, I decided instead of closing off the squares, I would just draw little brackets in the corners. And each square is 5 by 5, which is the perfect size for me. I went in with the blue Crayola to add in my pops of color and filled in the text at the top with the same color to give it less harsh of a feel than using just straight black. And then to finish it off, I went over the boxes with my 005 Micron to put in the numbers for each day. This Micron has a super tiny tip and the numbers are really unobtrusive. I absolutely love the final result, but I was starting to feel like something was missing. figured it out on my next page, which is my brain dump. I don't always use this page fully, but when I've left it out in the past, I've completely regretted it. After I drew in the clouds at the bottom of the page, I grabbed my silver pen to add some detail, and I originally planned to only use it on top of the blue marker. But I'm glad I messed up and decided to just go for it anyway, because it's exactly what was missing. And I ended up going back later to add the silver to the clouds, the tops of the clouds on previous pages. It just sort of rounded everything out, and I really liked the effect. Next up is my monthly expense reminder list, as well as my designated social media space. Here are the before mentioned music and writing logs. This month I decided to just go for it with this silver gel pen, and honestly what's showing up on camera doesn't even do it justice. The writing log is used to keep track of my focus, progress, and anything that comes to mind when I'm writing. It actually has helped me see how little writing I get done when I let myself be distracted. Since I started using this tracker, I've noticed an increase in my progress. Not necessarily my word count, but I find myself focusing on the deeper aspects of writing, like tone, emotions, and finding tension in my scenes that was missing before. The next page is my soundtrack of the month. March had a lot of contemporary artists on it so far, but I have a feeling that April's going to be chock full of instrumentals from my writing playlist. On my playlist I have artists or groups like Two Steps from Hell, Audio Machine, Sound Critters, Epic Score, and a bunch of other one-offs. I find that writing with instrumental music really pushes my emotions and allows me to dig deeper into it without getting distracted by lyrics. This is my monthly feature spread, and I decided to dedicate it to Camp Nano. For those of you who don't know, Camp Nano is an extension of NaNoWriMo, a writing event that takes place every November. I've put a link down below if you want to look further into it, but Camp Nano is pretty much the same as NaNoWriMo, except you get to choose your own writing goal. My goal for Camp Nano has to do with time. I want to spend at least 2 hours a day writing, which is a tall order considering I work full-time and have other responsibilities. I am going to push myself as hard as I can, and I really want to get this done. On either side of the pages, I have trackers for word count and scene count, but my main focus is the table in the middle. How this works is each column is for one day. Each block in those columns is 15 minutes. My goal is to fill in at least 8 blocks a day, and I broke down the chart into hour chunks to make it easier to read. When I was finished with my Camp Nano spread, I decided to go back through my April pages, and then I did a little bit more detail work with the marker and gel pen, and I can already tell you that I am in love with the theme I chose for this month, and I think it might be my favorite of all time. That's it for my April plan with me. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and if you decide to recreate any of my spreads, please feel free to comment down below or tag me in a picture on Instagram. My handle is Curls.Creativity.Chaos, linked below, and I really want to see what y'all can do. If you like what you saw and you want to follow along on my journey, please think about subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit that bell notification to get notified when I post new videos. My final question for you all is, what is your silver lining? Comment down below. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.